Hi guys, in this video we're going to take a look at an app called Rampage AR Unleashed. I'm actually revisiting it. I've already reviewed it on my blog, but I want to talk about it more in this video. This app was released in 2018 to promote a movie called Rampage. I actually discovered it while searching for new apps on the App Store. And the reason I wanted to use it, not just because it was an AR app, but also because it reminds me of a game, a Rampage, that I played when I was a kid on a very old console. I think it was on the Commodore 64, if I'm not wrong. So in this app, as you can see, you can position one of the three main characters in the movie. This is George, the gorilla. You can position them vertically on buildings. Now, until the app came out, I actually just put virtual characters on surfaces, and suddenly this app came out, and I just, discovered that there's a really unique a feature here that allows you to place characters vertically on buildings, and actually anything vertically, but I actually used it on buildings because it resembles some of the scenes from the Rampage movie and from the game, of course. This is Lizzie, the lizard. I positioned her on top of one of the buildings in Seoul, South Korea. You can actually resize the character, move it around, and you can also capture a photo. As you can see, I'm just pausing it. I can just pause it in order to capture a photo, and I can also record a video. And then I can save it locally and share it with my friends and with other people. And of course, the app was designed for that, to make sure that people will enjoy the experience, but also will share the movies and the images so other people can know about the movie. Now I use this app a lot. I was searching for buildings, and when I saw really cool buildings and areas and even structures, I just popped the app out and just start capturing photos and videos. And when I was in Tokyo, a few people came to me and asked me, what is this app? I want to download it. Can I use it? And I just told them, yes, of course, download it from the App Store. It's called Rampage AR Unleashed. And they also were very excited because I was just filming there, and I looked into my iPad and actually saw this, and it looked really amazing. So they wanted to try this out. By the way, there are really cool videos at the end, so don't forget to watch until the very end. Here you can see I just paused the move, and you can see at the top you have the option to choose which character you want. You can enlarge it, look how big it is. At the bottom you can see there's a red button. It's gonna just trigger a rage animation for each of the characters, depends on which one you use. And you can of course move the character, rotate it, enlarge it and resize it, and make sure that it just fits the scene and create a really unique and interesting video. Here you can see I'm satisfied with a composition, and I'm just pressing the video recording button. I'm just holding it in order to record a video. And here is the output of the video. Take a look. As you can see, the logo of the movie is attached to the top. It's placed at the top, and with the date of the movie, April 13th. I know that for many people right now, even after the movie was out, might be not that exciting because the app is very limited in what it offers. From what it offers, it does really, really good. But again, you don't have any other things that you can do. You have limited amount of characters, animations, and that's it. You can add different types of characters, and you can add them even in the same time. thing is that the app itself doesn't scan the building, so sometimes you see that the shadows just get out a bit of the building area and appear on the sky because it doesn't recognize the shape, the 3D shape of the building. And in the near future, we'll have the option to have depth scanning, so all those structures, buildings will be scanned, and we're going to have a 3D model available for the app, and it allows more precise positioning on top of those buildings, and also make sure that the shadows appear correctly, so the scene itself will be more authentic, more convincing, and more realistic. Here I was trying to see how big I can make the character appear in augmented reality, and look at it, it's just insane. Really, really big, huge. Now the developer paid a great deal of attention to make sure that the 3D models look very convincing, very detailed, relatively high polygon count 3D models, high resolution textures, and very good animations. Very convincing. And as you can see, the sound effects are also very nice. But the thing is, you are very limited in what you can create with this app, and the reason I like using this type of apps, is because it allows you to create really unique videos that stand out and look really amazing in augmented reality. Now, many people are searching for these types of augmented reality apps. They want to create cool videos and just share them with friends and family and amaze them. And you can actually do this with this app. I shared it with friends and even with you guys, and I got really cool comments about these videos, and I just felt good. It feels good when you are able to not just share some really cool pictures and videos of really interesting places, but also inject your own creativity into things and create something unique and interesting. Yeah, this is kind of the detection issue. It was kind of funny. Yeah, bye Lizzie. Let's watch some cool videos that I shot. Now the secret ingredient in this app is when you put the characters on the buildings, there isn't anything that can actually ruin, I mean, maybe there are some things, but in general there aren't really many things that can actually ruin the immersion. For example, I can tell you one occasion where the immersion was ruined when I put Lizzie on top of the building, not on top, sorry, on the building, and her tail just moving, and you can see that her tail was actually covering one of the buses, a real bus that was coming through, but when you see this scene, you tell yourself it's impossible because the bus is far away from the building. The building was like, I think, 300 meters, and actually the bus that passed through was actually very close to me. But still, Lizzie's tail was actually covering the bus. And of course, the reason for that is because every character, every virtual content that you see is positioned is on the screen, and live camera stream is always below the virtual content. Just pay attention to the tail here. Okay, look at this and look at the shadows. All right, take a closer look at the shadows, and soon you're gonna see how the effect is actually ruined here. Take a look. You see, her tail isn't supposed to cover the trees there. It's supposed to be down close to the building. It actually covers the bushes. As you can see, it doesn't look realistic, right? So with dynamic occlusion, what we're gonna have is that the app will know where Lizzie is positioned. Is also the building will be meshed, and the location will be known, and other things that are going to be scanned, and the app is going to know where they are located. So, for example, the shadows won't be placed on top of objects that are far away from where Lizzie is. And if, for example, somebody walks close to you, you're going to see the tail of Lizzie or Ralph here behind the person. And if the person moves close to the building, you're probably going to see the tail moves in front of it. So again, this is not in this app, but in the future we're going to have this. So this is AR Unleashed. This is one of my favorite apps. As simple as it is, it allows me to create really amazing looking videos that I share on Instagram, on YouTube, and other social networks. And I get really cool comments about it. And I actually really love it myself, of course. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also visit my Instagram, follow me on Twitter, I'm very active there, and also on Facebook, search for AR Creating on Facebook, and like my page. So until the next video guys, have a great week, and I see you very soon. Bye bye.